Hare Krishna, Namaste.
Chapter 13 is entitled as Kṣetraඥa Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Vibhaga Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Viveka Yoga. Sloka 6 and 7, Part 5. mahā-bhūtāny ahaṅkārah buddhir avyaktameva ca indriyāṇi daśaikaṁ ca pañca cendriya-gocarāḥ icchā dveṣaḥ sukhaṁ duḥkhaṁ saṅghātaś cetanā dhṛtiḥ etat kṣetraṁ samāsena sa-vikāram udāhṛtam. The five great elements, false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, and the mind, the 5 sense objects, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms, and convictions. All these are considered, in summary, to be the field of activities and its interactions. From our previous chapters, we have clearly studied and understood that both sentient and non-sentient, that is, the living entities and the matter, are all Lord's opulences, vibhuti. In that, right now, we are discussing about the non-sentient elements, which are 24 in number. We have gone through Prakriti, we studied Mahan, and then in ahaṅkāro, we saw there are 3, which are Sattvika, Rajasa, and Tamasa ahaṅkāro. The Sattvika ahaṅkāro, which is called as vaikārikam, Rajasa ahaṅkāro is called taijasam, and Tamasa ahaṅkāro is called bhūtādi. The primary material for all the non-sentient element is Prakriti, which is a mother for all the material objects. At the time of pralaya, destruction, the 3 gunas in the Prakriti will be in an equal state. There is no differences in the level they are during the destruction period. And during the creation, a portion of Prakriti within it get agitated, which makes the 3 gunas lose their equality in their level, and that stage is called avyaktam, from which Mahan get produced. Within the Prakriti, Mahan gets created. This Mahan also has Sattvika, Rajasa, and Tamas. That also we have covered in previous session. From that, within Mahan, a portion which gets created is called ahaṅkāro. And within that ahaṅkāro, there's a classification: Sattvika ahaṅkāro, Rajasa ahaṅkāro, Tamasa ahaṅkāro. In the previous session, we saw Sattvika ahaṅkāro, which produces 11 elements, 5 jnanendriya, 5 karmendriya, and manas, mind. Plus, if you add Prakriti, Mahan, ahaṅkāro, then that makes it 14 in total. Now what's left? It's another 10 elements. And that's what we are going to cover in today's session. Tamasa ahaṅkāro, which is known as bhūtādi. It has 5 tanmatra and 5 bhūtas. Bhūtam doesn't mean a ghost or any of those things. as we already covered in one session. Here bhūta means the material elements, the pañca bhūtam, the 5 main elements from which many matters get created. And tanmatra is a stage before the bhūtam get created. Bhūtams are visible, tanmatra are not visible. Bhūtam has certain qualities, whereas in tanmatra the qualities are absent. Another thing we need to know about these 10 are not that all the 10 get created at the same time from tamasa ahaṅkāra. There is a sequence. It is not simultaneous creation of these 10 elements at the same time. There's a sequence which it follows to get this 10 created. This bhūtam is defined as vishishta sabdhādi vishaya adhikaranam, which means it possesses a special type of shabda, sparisha, rupa, rasa and gandha. These special type meaning the vishesha is a quality which is shantatva, goratva, mūdatva. As we have learned from Prakriti, when things get created, the 3 gunas are present in every byproduct that comes out of Prakriti. The difference is in the Prakriti, they are in an equal level, whereas the byproducts of the Prakriti has 3 gunas, but they are not equally situated. There is difference within them. And these bhūtam that we are going to see as a vishesha, a special quality called santatva. Shantatva comes from the mode of goodness, that is sattva guna. Goratva, which comes from the rajoguna, and mūdatva, which comes from the tamoguna. So each of the element will have these qualities, special qualities. Santatva, which causes happiness and peace. Goratva, which causes sorrow, whereas mūdatva causes confusion. So these 3 are present in the shabda, sparisha, rupa, rasa and gandha, which are sound, heat, color, taste and smell. These special qualities are not present in the tanmatras. It is only present in the bhūta. Let's understand what tanmatram means. The literal meaning of it is that alone. That's what tanmatra means. That is, those objects which possess the shabda, sparisha, rupa, rasa, gandha alone, without the specialities that we just discussed, that's present in the bhūta. That is, shantatva, goratva, mūdatva are not present in the tanmatra. They are present only in the bhūtams. Tanmatra is nothing but a stage prior to the creation of the bhūta. It's like a state where milk is in the process of getting into a curd, but if you just open the curd container, in the middle of this process there is an in-between stage, neither milk nor yogurt. There is an in-between stage, and that stage is called tanmatra, just to give a crude example. And that stage is called kalala. From these tanmatra is where the elements pañca bhūta get created. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jalam, Prithvi. That is sky, air, fire, water and earth. Again, all these five does not get created at the same time or simultaneously. We will see the sequence as we go. First, from the tamas ahaṅkāra, the very first bhuta element that get created is akāsha, the sky. And what is preserved in this akāsha is this shabda tanmatra, which means the sound. From the sky space, the sound is present or created. So the very first thing that get created from the tamas ahaṅkāra is shabda tanmatra. From shabda tanmatra comes akāsha, the space, the ether. The shabda tanmatra, it is not perceivable, it doesn't exhibit itself, and it doesn't have those three qualities that we spoke earlier, shantatva, ghoratva and mūdatva. But it has the shabda, and from that the akāsha, the space, the ether get created. When it gets created, this akāsha will have the shabda in it, the sound, plus the vishesha qualities, the special qualities. Those are from the three modes, shantatva, ghoratva and mūdatva. Now, from this first element of pañcabhūta, which is akāsha, space, the next element that get created is vayu, air. But that doesn't happen directly from akāsha. In between, there is another tanmatra which gets created called sparsha tanmatra. Sparsha means touch. Akāsha that we saw has sound, shabda, but no sparsha, no touch. Whereas the sparsha tanmatra has both shabda as well as sparsha. Because this is tanmatra, it cannot be perceived. From this sparsha tanmatra, what comes is a second element called vayu, air. So, the sparsha tanmatra is a new tanmatra which has sparsha, which was not present in the previous tanmatra or previous element. The previous one was shabda tanmatra, from which came the akāsha. They only had shabda, they did not have sparsha. Whereas the second element, which is the vayu, has the shabda as well as sparsha. Now, from vayu, what is being created, born, is rupa tanmatra. Rupa means form. This is the new quality that was not present either in akāsha or vayu. And this rupa tanmatra is unmanifested, cannot be perceived. From this rupa tanmatra, what gets created, the bhutam, is called tejas, meaning fire. And this possesses the rupam, the color, the form. From tejas, fire, what comes next, the fourth one is rasa tanmatra. That possesses rasa. Rasa means the taste. From that, what gets created is jala. Jala means apaha, water. And rasa tanmatra is unmanifested, cannot be perceived, whereas the product comes out of it is called water, which is perceivable, which has the rasa, the taste. And the fifth one that comes from the water is gandha tanmatra. Gandha means smell. That's a new quality which was not present previously. And from this Gandha Tanmatra, what get created is Prithvi. Prithvi is the earth. This is the sequence by which all these 5 elements get created. One more time, from the tamasa ahaṅkāra, what comes first is Shabda Tanmatra. From Shabda Tanmatra, Akasha comes. From Akasha, Sparsha Tanmatra. From Sparsha Tanmatra, Vayu comes. From Vayu comes Rupa Tanmatra. From Rupa Tanmatra comes fire. From fire comes Rasa Tanmatra. And from Rasa Tanmatra comes water. From water comes Gandha Tanmatra. From Gandha Tanmatra comes earth. And this is how the 10 elements get created in a beautiful sequence. And we also saw the difference between Tanmatra and Bhutas. That is, the Tanmatra or unmanifested, a stage prior to creation of the Bhutas. Tanmatra doesn't have those 3 qualities that's present in the Bhuta. These Tanmatras inherit their previous Tanmatra's quality. The one which starts first is the Shabda Tanmatra from the tamasa ahaṅkāra, which is the sound. And as we saw, from there comes the Akasha, and it has nothing else other than only one quality called sound. And this sound is of 3 classifications because of the 3 modes. And that's what we also saw: Shantatva, Ghoratva, Moodatva. One because of the Satoguna, another one is Rajoguna, another one is Tamoguna. Based on what guna is prominent at a given time, the sound produces a certain result. It could give a peaceful, soothing experience, or it could create a sorrow, or it could create sort of confusion. And this is how each and every element gives certain result. Now from Akasha comes the second Tanmatra that we saw was Sparsha Tanmatra. This is a stage between Akasha and Vayu. This Sparsha Tanmatra possesses Sparsha, touch, plus it inherited the quality from the previous element Akasha, which is Shabda. So this Sparsha Tanmatra will have its principal quality called Sparsha plus the quality from Akasha, which is Shabda. They are in unmanifested stage, cannot be perceived when they are in this Sparsha Tanmatra stage. From this Sparsha Tanmatra comes Vayu, the second element, second out of the 5 Pañca-bhūtāny. Now the Vayu which got created from the Sparsha Tanmatra will have its primary quality called Sparsha, means touch, plus the inherited quality which is Shabda from the Akasha. From the Vayu comes the third Tanmatra called Rupa Tanmatra. This Rupa Tanmatra is a stage between Vayu and Tejas, fire. This Rupa Tanmatra possesses the Rupa, form, plus the inherited qualities from the previous elements which are Vayu and then Akasha. So this Rupa Tanmatra will have its principal quality called Rupam plus the quality of Vayu, that is Sparsha, and the Shabda from Akasha. They are all in unmanifested stage, cannot be perceived when they are in the Rupa Tanmatra stage. From this Rupa Tanmatra comes the Tejas. Now the Tejas which got created from Rupa Tanmatra will have its primary quality called Rupa plus the inherited qualities Sparsha from Vayu, Shabda from Akasha. Now we have the three elements. From Tejas comes the fourth Tanmatra called Rasa Tanmatra. This Rasa Tanmatra is the stage between Tejas and Apaha. Apaha means water. Jalam. This Rasa Tanmatra possesses rasa, taste, plus the inherited qualities from the previous elements, that is from Tejas, Vayu and Akasha. So this Rasa Tanmatra will have its principal quality called rasa, taste, plus the qualities from Tejas, which is Rupa, from Vayu, Sparsha, from Akasha, Shabda. They are all in unmanifested stage, cannot be perceived when they are in the Rasa Tanmatra stage. From this Rasa Tanmatra comes water, Jalam. Now, the water which got created from the Rasa Tanmatra will have its primary quality called Rasa, plus the inherited qualities Rupa from Tejas, Sparsha from Vayu, Shabda from Akasha. Now that means water has all the four qualities. And finally, from water comes the fifth Tanmatra called Gandha Tanmatra. Gandha means smell. This Gandha Tanmatra is a stage between Apa and Prithvi, water and earth. This Gandha Tanmatra possesses the smell, Gandha, plus the inherited qualities from the previous elements, from Apa, Tejas, Vayu, Akasha. So this Rasa Tanmatra will have its principal quality called Gandha, plus the qualities from water, which is Rasa, Rupa from Tejas, Sparsha from Vayu, Shabda from Akasha. They are all in unmanifested stage, cannot be perceived when they are in this Gandha Tanmatra stage. From this Gandha Tanmatra, what gets created is Prithvi, earth. Now the Prithvi which got created from the Gandha Tanmatra will have its primary quality called Gandha, plus the inherited qualities, that is Rasa from Apa, water, Rupa from Tejas, Sparsha from Vayu, Shabda from Akasha. So, from this we can understand the first element Akasha, which only had Shabda, not the Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That's the speciality of Akasha. This element is nothing but the space for other objects to exist, and this space is not an eternal element. As per the Nyaya Shastra philosophy, they say space is eternal, but as per Vedanta, it is not, because it gets created and destroyed. That is Akasha. Second element, Vayu, which has Shabda and Sparsha. Sparsha is the primary one, but it doesn't have Rupa, Rasa and Gandha, and this is the speciality of Vayu. The pañca prana Vayu that helps control our body are also type of Vayu. Number 3 is Tejas, which has Shabda, Sparsha and its primary quality called Rupa, but it doesn't have Rasa and Gandha, and this is the speciality of Tejas. This possesses the heat, that which possesses the lustrous color. This Tejas is further divided into 4 types: Bhauma, Divya, Udharya and Akarajam. Bhauma, that which has fuel like wood, charcoal, etc., from which the fire is present or produced. Divya, that which has water as a fuel, like the thunder that we see in the sky. Udharya is the fire in our stomach. And lastly, the Akaraja, that which is created in mines without any fuel. Another side note which is important to know is the stages. The fire has 2 classifications. One is Prabha, another one is Prabhavan. Prabhavan means that which possesses the light. Prabha means the light itself. For example, if we take a lamp, the flame of the lamp is Prabhavan, whereas the light that emanates around the room is called Prabha. And this Prabha is a substance by itself. And the Prabha keeps growing until it is blocked by something like a wall or something. Prabha exists as long as the Prabhavan exists. If the Prabhavan is closed, Prabha will vanish. This Prabha cannot exist independently. It is always dependent on the Prabhavan, sheltered by Prabhavan. But Prabha is another substance. So we have learned about Akasha, Vayu and then Tejas. The 4th element is water, Apaha, which has Shabda, Parisha, Rupa, Rasa, but does not have Gandha. That is the speciality of water. When we boil the water to the higher degree, we can hear the sound. So that means the sound is present in the water. Just to give an example. The last element is Prithvi, which has everything from the previous and its own special quality. That is Gandha. So the Prithvi has Shabda, Parisha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. That is the speciality of Prithvi. With this, we have covered all the 24 elements, starting from Prakriti. Prakriti comes Mahan. Mahan comes ahaṅkāra. Ahaṅkāra has 3: Sattvika ahaṅkāra, Rajasa ahaṅkāra, Tamasa ahaṅkāra. From Sattvika ahaṅkāra comes 5 jnanendriya, 5 karmendriya and manas. From Tamasa ahaṅkāra comes 5 tanmatras and 5 bhutas. The Rajasa ahaṅkāra helps this Sattvika ahaṅkāra and Tamasa ahaṅkāra. By itself does not create anything. So Prithvi number 1, Mahan number 2, ahaṅkāra number 3, then 5 jnanendriya which makes it 8, and 5 karmendriya which makes it 13, and then manasa which is 14. After that we saw the 5 tanmatras from Tamasa ahaṅkāra which makes it 19, and then pañca-bhūtas, 5 elements, material elements, which makes it total of 24 elements. Now that the Lord has created these 24 elements, what He does next is an interesting process which is called pañcīkaranam. We'll learn about that in our next session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.